I want to bring Dan Orlovsky into the conversation. For those of you who were with us on Friday, Jalen is from Detroit and a lifelong fan of the Lions, and he has something he wants to see his beloved Lions do in the draft a week from Thursday. Go ahead, Jalen, make your case to Dan Orlovsky.
Dan Orlovsky, I'm going to be watching the NFL draft. Like, I've been watching it for 47 years as a Lions fan, and I've seen us take Joey Harrington, Andre Ware. I've seen us take a wide receiver for 5 straight years. I've seen the Matt Millen era. I've seen all of this, okay? I remember Eddie Murray missing a field goal versus the 49ers in the early 80s that would have took us to the Super Bowl, okay? This is what our squad should do. We should, number one, allow Matthew Stafford to go somewhere after this year where he can possibly get him a championship and get in the Hall of Fame. He's a top 10 quarterback. But if he continues to be the Lions quarterback, he might not go into the Hall of Fame. And if you're the Lions, you let him play out this year, get his value back, and then you trade him as a commodity. You usher in Tua, like Dan Orlovsky just said that Patrick Mahomes was allowed to do. They swung for the fences. They rolled the dice, and they got Patrick Mahomes. That's what I want my Lions to do this year at the draft. Roll the dice for Tua, because we know if healthy, he's going to be an all-time great quarterback. And it will pay me as a Lions fan over the next 10 or 12 years if he's not in our uniform.
What do you think,
Your
Danny?
thoughts, sir?
Jalen. You know, I have nothing but love for you for Jalen, but this is outrageous to think about. First of all, why would you willingly pass on a quarterback or get rid of a quarterback that's a guy who has Hall of Fame in his game? Like you just said, Matthew Stafford's a Hall of Fame worthy quarterback, but let's usher him out? That's not, you don't do that as an organization. 2, this guy was playing MVP caliber football last year. If you are Matt Patricia and Bob Quinn, their head coach and general manager, you have to win now. And Tua doesn't help you win right now. You mentioned the drafting of Joey Harrington. That did not help the franchise. Andre Ware, that did not help the franchise. The last thing the Lions should think moving on from Matthew Stafford is a good decision.
Jalen,
I love you.
I'm not sure
this
he copied
is not smart.
one little part of that. You're talking about one more season of Stafford, right? And moving on at the end of next year.
Exactly. That's absolutely what I said. Allow Stafford to play this year, get his value up, and then trade him to the Chargers. Trade him to the Patriots. Give him a chance to win, Dan.
I understand that you want him for this year, but they have Tua doesn't help you win this year. You need a pick at 3 that's going to help you win games with Matthew Stafford this year and in the future. I'm not going to come at you like Stephen A. did last week, but no way.
I got to tell you one thing.
Dan Orlovsky's favorite thing in the world.
I know the quarterback from Ohio State is going to be an all-pro player.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.